What is up, everybody out there? Aaron here with another deck profile. Now you see my deck profiles, I use the Shadolls because Shadolls could work with almost any deck you could think of. Because yeah, it's fun. Can be competitive a bit now because they have support now to it. But for me, always, even if I had that support and it could be competitive, I would make it in a way where it's just going to be fun. Even if I am using those cards, that would make the deck competitive. I would make it as fun as it can. Not competitive because I am not a competitive player. One way I know how to make the Shadolls to make it fun is if you combine it with a deck. So you've seen I've done it with Shadoll Ritual of different varieties of different kinds. You've seen how I've done it with the Dark World. You've seen how I've done it with, I don't know, there are a lot of decks I made using it with the Shadolls because Shadolls are very, very fun to do. I don't like to commit. I will never make it competitive. No matter what deck I have. Even if I'm able to make the Dark World competitive and it looks competitive, I would do it. I would play it in a way. Okay, fine. It would look competitive, but I would do it in a way where you're playing the deck as fun, even if it is a competitive way. So if I had a deck that would particularly make the Shadolls competitive, you've seen the whole deck, it looks competitive. No, I would play it in a way where it's still going to be fun, even if it looks competitive. Now, Shadolls have two effects. Rather, if they're flip, or from your hand to the graveyard, or from your deck to your hand. So Shadolls have effects. Plus, I'm using the Izektors. The Izektor deck is pretty much, let me see, how should I say it? Pretty much, you demand your main actual Izektor, which is the Hornet, and you want this in your graveyard. What you do with the Izektors is you equip them like spell cards. Now, what they do, I will show you, because I'll try to explain it. It's pretty hard to explain it, but I will just show you of how it's done. So, okay. Shadow Falco. This is my only tuner in the deck. Now, you can synchro if you wish to, or if you can do it, yeah. But most likely, you're not going to synchro with the deck. You're going to have your Izektors do the work for you, or you can make your Shadolls, Shadow Fusions. So, Falco, when it's thrown into the graveyard, from your hand, or from the deck to the graveyard, it can be special summoned right back to the field face down. Now, when it is face down, the flip effect is, if it is destroyed by a card effect, you can replace it face down once again. Now, it's only for once. Now, when it is just flipped up, you can get one Shadow monster that is in your graveyard, put it back face down. So it revives one, except for itself. So if it's destroyed by a card effect, put it right back face down. Done by a second time? No, it doesn't come back. I say that's fair enough. At least for once, it can be returned back if it is destroyed by a card effect. More than that, I'd say no. That would be a competitive way to me if you keep on doing it over and over. If that was considered the effect of Falco. But no, to make it fair enough, it's only that one turn. So then, okay. Oh yeah, Falco, if it's destroyed, of course, yeah, by a monster, you can bring back one Shadow other than itself from the graveyard back to the field. Okay. The Shadow Beast. When it's flipped up, draw 2 cards. From your entire hand, at least one must be thrown into the graveyard. Now, when it is thrown away from your hand to the graveyard or from the deck to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card. Now, with the Shadolls, even though if I'm running more than one, the effect does not go also. Like, let me explain it this way. Okay, let's just say you flip away Shadow Beast. And if you have another Shadow Beast in your hand, and if you're going to throw away your Shadow Beast, the effect won't go. It can't be both at the same time. So if you threw away, so yeah, just like I said, okay, flipped, you're gonna draw 2. If you have a beast also in your hand, you throw that away, it will not get the effect once again, because both effects can't be played at the same time. So you might throw away another card instead of Shadow Beast. So, same thing. Anytime you have both of these out, they will not go at the same time. They will be played a different kind of way, because that's the cost to it. So it cannot be played again other than itself on the same turn. So yeah, go ahead. You can throw away Shadow Beast, but you won't get the effect, which is drawing a card. Same goes for all the other. Same goes for Falco. If it was played flip, and you're gonna send away one card away, and you send away a Falco on the same turn, no, it will not go face down, because that's just the way they made the Shadolls. So here we go. Squadamata. When sent to the graveyard from your hand or the deck to the graveyard, you can send away one other Shadow monster from the deck to the graveyard. So that's almost like throwing away Squadamata, and you can throw away one more. Maybe you want to throw away the Beast to draw another card. Or the Falco, replace it, put it face down. When it is flipped, destroy one monster on the field. Dragon. When flipped up, return one card your opponent controls or just on the field, send it right back to their hand. From your hand to the graveyard or from your deck to the graveyard, pop a Magic Trap. Now the Hedgehog, okay. When flipped, search for any spell or trap card that is called Shadow. When thrown from your hand to the graveyard or from the deck to the graveyard, you search for any other Shadow monster, except itself. Now basically I'm only using one, so there's no reason to search for another Hedgehog. Okay, that was Shadow. Now Izektor, okay. Their base, basically Izektor's depend on one card, the Hornet. Because the Hornet you're going to want to have in the graveyard. So, there's the Hornet. When it is equipped, when you equip it to an Izektor, you can unequip it, send it back to the graveyard, it destroys one card on the field. So Izektors help you when you equip stuff. Equip it. So most likely, okay, Dragonfly. When Dragonfly is on the field, you can grab Izektor Hornet from your graveyard, equip it to Dragonfly. When you unequip it, you destroy a card on the field. Then your Dragonfly would go. Dragonfly's effect is you special summon another Izektor from your deck to the field. So that's the way Izektors work. So Dragonfly, get your Hornet from the graveyard, detach it, destroy a card on the field. Dragonfly's effect will then go and you special summon one other from your deck to the field besides itself. So that's the way I can explain it of what Izektors do. And there are other Izektors. So Hornet is particularly you want in the graveyard. So, and then of course Dragonfly. You can run up to 3, but again, if you run up to 3, that's almost like competitive. So I'm only using just 1 to make it fun. Now Centipede, of course, yeah, 3, but it's not that competitive. Reason why: Izektor Centipede, when it is on the field, also Izektors. So if you wish to, get the Hornet, equip it, detach it, destroy a card on the field. Centipede's effect would then go, which is it can search for any Izektor monster from your deck to the hand. It's your searcher. Now the cool thing about the Izektors is, think of it this way. Okay, the Dragonfly, equip it, detach it, destroy a card on the field. Centipede. Also, when Centipede is out, when you equip it to, you can get your Hornet right back. Hornet, detach, destroy a card on the field. Then the effect of Centipede, which is you can search. So a little cool thing. So yeah, it is 3, but that's just a searcher. It's not like you can just special summon instantly all at once. So I say it's fair enough if you're still running only 3. Dragonfly, I think, is like the best one to bring out monsters. Well, the second, I would say the best. First one is always going to want to depend on the Hornet. Now, the Hopper, okay. It is good also if you're going to equip it. Because also, it depends on this also. Let's just say you had the Dragonfly and the Hopper. You can go, yeah, Dragonfly, equip it. Now, when you equip it to a Izektor, detach it. Only the one that you equipped it to, that's the only one that can attack. And it can attack your opponent directly. That's the only one that can attack. So if you had that many outs, you equip it to an Izektor, no matter which one it is. Detach it. This is the only one that's going to attack, and the only one that can attack directly. All your others cannot attack. And yeah, Hopper's like another one you want in the graveyard. So most likely your Hopper and your Hornet. Hornet's the best one because you're going to destroy cards on the field. Hopper just to help you. And yes, also on the field, really Hopper doesn't matter as much, but the only thing that does matter is because you can use the Hornet with your Izektors. So that's the Hopper. And then the one Gigamantis. Equip also to an Izektor. Now the Dragonfly is only 1,000. But when you equip it, it becomes a 24 attacker because of Gigamantis. So yeah, it's just used from 1,000 now. It's just a 24 attacker. Just the way Gigamantis goes. And yes, it can be special summoned also from the Dragonfly, and you can keep on shooting also with the Hornet. So that's the best way I could explain of how Izektors work. Basically, you're destroying cards on the field using your Hornet. Hornet also, you can use 3, but then again, fair enough, just use 1. Don't use 3. Because if you kept on doing it, you're like destroying 9 or like 12 cards all at once. That's playing a competitive way. Me? No. I don't play competitive. Now, okay. Mathematician. When this is normal summon, you can send 1 level 4 or lower monster from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is destroyed, draw a card. Now, okay, it is level 4 or lower, so most likely sometimes you want to throw away the Hornet instead of a Shadoll. Card Trooper. Choose the number to 1 to 3, so most likely you want to send away 3 cards. That becomes the attack, so it becomes a 19 attacker. And then, of course, when destroyed, draw a card. So sometimes you might be lucky when you might have an Izektor on the top 3 of your, on the revealing, throwing away the top 3. And then, yes, you have your Izektor, or just, yes, the Shadolls, and the effects will go. Thunder King Riles. When summoned out, you can use this to negate 1 special summoning. When you do this, you're gonna send this to the graveyard, send your opponent's monster to the graveyard, and when this is on the field, no one can search. So if your opponent had like reinforced the army, they cannot search. You cannot search either. The only way you'll get your cards is by drawing. So it's not that much, hopefully it's not that much of a cost to you, but it would be a huge cost to your opponent if they depend on getting cards, searching cards, getting them from your hand. No, Thunder King Riles stops all that. And then Elemental Prisma. Now I'll explain why Elemental Prisma. You must reveal a fusion you're gonna do. Now, with Elemental Prisma, one of those materials of what you're choosing must be thrown into the graveyard. So think of it this way. You have to throw away 1 to make your El Shadolls, because it depends on running 1 Shadoll and 1 light monster. So what you can do, okay, you can throw away Shadoll because it depends on 1. One of them is throw away a Shadoll. Throw away your Shadoll. Or of course, yeah, one of them says you must reveal a dark. Your Izektors are darks, so throw away an Izektor. but it's still, and it's copying. And then those are also your lights to make one of your fusions. Now, okay, that was just monsters. Now I'll explain later on with the fusions. Okay, El Shadoll fusion. You can only use this once per turn, but you can only play this to play a fusion. So it must be a Shadoll and then the fusion monster you're gonna use. Whether you're gonna play a light, earth, or dark. So yeah, sometimes if you're gonna play your darks, you have it. Okay. Shadoll fusion, throw your hornet, throw away your hedgehog. You're gonna play your dark, which is your window. But then here you go. You have your hornet in your graveyard, and then hedgehog, you're gonna search for a shadow. El Shadoll fusion. It's a quick, so most likely you can do this on your opponent's turn. Just the same also. Only once per turn. Again, you are allowed 3, but remember, I'm fine with just 1 to make it fair enough. Dark Will Dealings, okay. Each player draws, discard 1. It's not that bad to draw, and then if you have an Izektor you need in your graveyard, which is the Hornet or the Hopper, throw it to the graveyard and you're still going to draw a card. Throw away a Shadow. You get the effect of what the Shadow is going to be. But you cannot play 2 at the same time. So not that bad to run in the deck. Raigeki, Dark Hole. Monster Reborn. Okay, Monster Reborn, you can bring back any Izektor. Thunder King Rouse if you want. So most likely, yeah, if you need your Dragonfly right back because it was destroyed, or you just, yeah, you need it again, Monster Reborn it right back. Or if you want to, Thunder King Ryle. And then Foolish Burial. Throw away a Shadow you need in the graveyard, or here you go, throw away the Hornet because it's still in your deck and you need it in the graveyard. Well then, Foolish Burial to the graveyard. Mirror Force, Quaking, Storming, Compulse. You see my decks, I don't use Solemn Strikes anymore. It's okay, yeah, it is competitive, but a lot of players don't use it anymore. But particularly, why you want to destroy? Of course, you want to destroy, but you're gonna pay 1,500 life points. Nah, just go Compulse, because you're returning one thing. Because if you're destroying their fusion or whatever, but then you Solemn Strike it, and then they're gonna have what? Their ways of bringing it back? No, how about just a way to send it right back, and then they're just gonna have to replay whatever they did to make a different kind of play to bring back their fusion, or the same play, but they just have more than just one card to do it. But they might have to wait a turn or so because they don't have it in their hands. So think of it that way. Extra, okay. Construct. Again, you are allowed 3, but again, 1 is just fine for me. Shadow monster, and you need a light monster. So you have your Shadows. Your lights are your Thunder King Riles and your Prisma. But then again, Prisma, you must throw away a light, but basically no, you don't want to throw away those lights, but you can throw away a Shadow. Shiganaga. Shadow monster and an Earth. Your Earths are Card Trooper, Mathematician. Now again, I mentioned by darks. Your window is dark. So, like I said, okay. You're gonna Shadow, okay. Shadow Fusion, Hedgehog, Hornet. You're gonna make window. Search, have it in the graveyard because that's what you need. Window, okay. Cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Each player can only special summon monsters once per turn while this card is face up on the field. So yeah, that is particularly fine. But even if you have your Dragonfly out, you want to special summon that much? Well, then you can, because of course, yeah. Special, normal, but it says special summon once per turn. This is not special summon. Dragonfly, destroy. Now you do have your special summon for that once. And then just, yeah, Winda. And when Winda, Shiganaga are destroyed, you can bring back one Shadoll spell card from your deck, well, from the graveyard, back to your hand. So if you already used them, but you need it again, if they're destroyed, there you go. Construct is when it is, yeah. You can target one spot, also, yeah. Destroyed also, as well as also Construct. And when it's destroyed, I believe it says at the end of this battle, special summon, yeah. Destroy that monster. If it is sent to the graveyard, you can target one, yeah, okay, yeah, Shadow. You don't really play these as much, but if you, sometimes you can play them if you want to. If not, well then, up to you. The Burning Abyss, 6, not that bad to make. Destroy by a card. Of course, yeah, Burning Abyss. You can make 6. Destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Draw a card. Black Rose Dragon. If you need to, blow up the entire field. Of course, make a 7. Most likely, your main 7 is your only tuner, Falco, and then Beast. That makes 7. 5, 2, 7. And then yeah, I'm not using any of those crazy level 8s, but if you can make a level 8, I just use the normal Stardust Dragon. Fun to do. So then, let's go. Shadow Fusion. Foolish Burial. Dragon. Quaking. Dragonfly. In your draw, Card Trooper. Okay, now, what would be the best thing to start off with first? Of course, you want your backup, rather going first or second, doesn't matter. Set down your trap card, Quaking Mirror Force. What else do you got here? Foolish. Your Hornet to the graveyard. Now here's the thing. Okay, it's in your graveyard. What can you do next? Shadow Fusion. You don't want to summon your Card Trooper. Reason why. Okay, you Shadow Fusion. Throw away your Card Trooper. Throw away your Dragon. Dragon's effect will go. Pop a magic card. If you're going second, yeah, you possibly want to do that because already your opponent's going to have some spell trap cards, most likely. That's an Earth and a Dark. Shiganaga. Now also, I didn't explain this, but now Konami made the rules of, yeah, of course, you can play Link if you want to, or you can now play as many as you want. They went back to the rule, you can play as many Xseed, Synchro, Fusion, as many as you want. You're still going to have your one spot right here, but that's still for the way of playing an extra monster from the extra deck. So, you can still play Links if you want, but now it just went back to the way everyone loved it because everyone loved it that way. Nobody really liked the Link format. It was too confusing to them, or Yeah, like I just said, they just didn't like it. So Konami put it right back. So, Shiganaga. You can even put it right here if you wish to. So, Dragon, Papa Magic, Card Trooper, Shiganaga. Now, of course. Now summon your Dragonfly. So, what you can do, get a Hornet, equip it to your Dragonfly. Detach it. Now, okay. Dragonfly special summons a Izektor. Special summon Centipede. Centipede's effect. Get a Izektor, so most likely the Hornet. Detach. Destroy a card on the field. Because that's what Hornet does when they're detached. When it is detached. When you detach it, of course, yeah. Send it. Centipede searches for one. So you can go Gigamantis or Hopper. And then your turn would end right there with the Izektors. So you have 3 monsters out right there. And your Shiganaga. So if you chose, let's say, the Hopper, okay. And your draw was particularly... Okay, let's just go with Alright, yeah. Now you have Beast and Hopper. So what you can do is, of course, if you wish to already, you can go Hopper, equip it to 1, and that's the only one that can attack, or you have your other effect, which is the Hornet. So let's just say summon out the Hornet. The Hopper, my mistake. The Hornet. Detach for Centipede. Search for one. Dragonfly. Detach. Destroy. Special summon one. And then you can go the Hoppers too. So detach, destroy, detach, destroy, detach, destroy. But if you had like 8, but if you had like all 3, you can go all 3. So it's like destroying 12 cards instead of just going like little 4 cards. But if you detach it to the, if you equip it to on a Hopper and detach, okay, fine. It's just the effect of destroying, but that's not bad. So that's the thing about the Izektors. And then yes, just Prisma. If you're gonna make Winda, you're gonna reveal Winda. It must be a dark and it must be a shadow. You can throw away a dark. So most likely, again, if you don't have Hornet but you want to throw it away, and Elemental Prisma, well, that's your lights. And then your dark. But here's the thing, Prisma is still a light. Even though if you're gonna play Winda, no, it's still a light. So you can even go Shadow Fusion, Squad Armada, Prisma, bring out your Construct, Shadow. Your choice is to send away one. You wanna draw again, send it to the graveyard. You have your choice of searching for one, put it face down, destroy a magic trap, and there you go. You have so many options you can do. Now when you have Gigamantis, of course, yeah, in your hand, you have like your Centipede out, equip it. So it's not 16, it's a 24 attacker. So many things you can do. And yeah, there are so many ways of getting your Hornet into the graveyard. Rather by Foolish Burial. If you're lucky with your card trooper of sending away cards, if you can throw away, hopefully you can get in one of those cards is the Hornet. Or the Hopper, so yeah. So, Foolish Burial, have the Hornet in your graveyard. Card Trooper, if you're lucky, one of those cards out of the sending away 3 cards is the Hornet. And then the Mathematician also is a helper. Because normal summon, you can send away 1 level 4 or lower monster. Hornet's a level 3. So you don't always have to depend on throwing away a Shadow. You can throw away the Hornet. So fun to do when you equip it with the Shadolls and the Izektors. If you have a chance of making synchros, you can go ahead and do it. So that is an Izektor Shadow deck. So, hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Show you more deck profiles later. Peace.